Days of Our Lives spoilers. Holly's hijacking panics Doug. Ransom note follows. EJ's corrupt cop plan. Jada's maid of honor and Justin's suggestions. Greetings to all Days of Our Lives fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Holly Jonas could end up in further trouble than she bargained for. Days of Our Lives suckers know Holly duped Maggie Kyriakis into handing over Plutocrat for an elderly class trip, but she really gave it to Doug Williams II to help pay off his debts. Still, Holly went against Doug's wishes by joining him as he handed over the Plutocrat, which led to her moving off to one of the goons. Doug raised enterprises, but Holly played down the peril and now seems convinced that the drama is over. Although Doug hoped Holly was right, he didn't act fully certain of that. There was commodity portentous about Doug's response in Days' January 17 occasion, like Days might be setting up fresh peril. What if the goons realized there could be far further Plutocrat where that came from? It'd be easy for them to stalk Holly a bit and figure out she's the granddaughter of a veritably fat widow. Holly is living in this giant manse with a rich grandma who'd pay just about anything to get her back if she was snared. Could the goons who came after Doug end up hijacking Holly? Still, a rescue note could follow if Holly gets kidnapped and stockpiled nearly. That could put Maggie in fear mode, and Doug could horrify as well once he realizes he's dragged Holly into such a dangerous situation. Still, you can go Doug will do everything he can to save her. Doug may resolve to do whatever it takes to get Holly out of this mess and reunite her with Maggie ASAP, if Holly is indeed headed for some hostage drama. It's easy to imagine Doug coming to Holly's deliverance and freeing her from prison, which could bring a kiss of gratefulness. This would be a great way to pull Holly and Doug closer. So we'll see if some gangster mayhem is still to come. Our Days prognostications allude that Holly and Doug's love story will come with some shocking news and spark-filled moments. So stay tuned for updates on what's ahead for these two. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Holly will continue drifting down from Tate Black, Leo Howard, at least for now. Days of Our Lives Tuesday, January 21 recap EJ's corrupt cop plan. Jada's maid of honor and Justin's suggestions. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Tuesday, January 21 reveals that Arnold Feniger played loud music as he cooked breakfast in the kitchen, so he apologized for waking Jada Hunter over. Jada admitted she was trying to squeeze in a nap after being up all night and talked about juggling multiple cases. EJ Demira showed up and disaccorded with Jada compactly before she took off. That led to EJ attesting Arnold hadn't slept with Jada before he explained his plans for this Rafe Hernandez exchange. EJ blazoned he'd dig up dirt on Jada and said Arnold was going to expose her as a loose bobby. Once Jada was fired and Rafe was back as the police manager, Arnold could move Paulina Price that Jada only wanted EJ fired because he was onto her corruption. EJ felt confident that Paulina would restore him as Salem's quarter attorney, but Arnold asked about the marriage since he assumed it'd be out. Still, EJ wanted Arnold staying at the end of an aisle in a cheap suit and ominously declared this would be an affair to flash back. At the Kyriakis manse on Tuesday's Days occasion, Sarah Kyriakis spoke to Victor Kyriakis' portrayal and mentioned her guilt about keeping secrets from Xander Kyriakis. Xander walked by and wondered what Sarah had to feel shamefaced about, but she covered with a bogus story about not being there for Justin Kyriakis. Once Xander made it into the office, he assured Philip Kyriakis that he was ready to work as real mates. Philip admitted he might have been too hasty in shutting down Xander's Demira preemption idea, though they demanded to talk strategy and timing. Xander argued that the time was now ago, all the crucial Demira players were out or detracted. Philip allowed it was cruel to strike when Kristen Demiro was upset about Rachel Black's exposure, but Xander was fine with it, especially after the way Kristen had treated him during all the serum drama. Philip eventually came around to Xander's way of thinking and decided it was game on. So the Kyriakis sisters were ready to go after the Demiras. At the sanitarium on Tuesday's Days of Our Lives occasion, Sarah spoke with Kayla Johnson in her office. That led to Kayla admitting Stephanie Johnson told her why she broke up with Philip, so Sarah asked if Sarah went into specifics. Once Sarah realized Stephanie had kept effects vague, she sounded relieved and pretended she heard the same interpretation of events. Meanwhile, Jada met up with Stephanie away in the sanitarium, so they also talked about the Philip split. Stephanie just acted like she saw another shitty side of Philip in business that she just couldn't live with. Once talk turned to Jada's forthcoming marriage, Stephanie wanted to help with anything the bridegroom demanded. Jada pushed Stephanie to be her maid of honor, so Stephanie happily accepted the offer. After Alex Kyriakis appeared, he got updates on Stephanie's maid of honor position and learned Philip wouldn't be accompanying her to the espousal. When Alex asked why not, Stephanie confessed her Philip bifurcation. Alex also spent some time with rehabilitated Bonnie Kyriakis, who was awfully banged up in a neck brace. Bonnie had some broken bones and a broken jaw, but Justin was thankful that she had miraculously survived her elevator shaft spill. Justin blustered about refusing to let Bonnie set bottom on set again and pledged to sue body and soul into oblivion for similar dangerous plant negligence. By the time Justin was through, the show would be Bonnie and Beautiful, rather. Alex claimed this was an accident, so Bonnie agreed with him on Tuesday's day's occasion. Justin wasn't so sure about that, especially after he talked to Richard in wardrobe and learned Bonnie wasn't really summoned for an exigency fitting. An unknown number transferred the communication rather, so Justin allowed someone allured Bonnie into a trap and bare that disturbing news to Jada. It left Justin allowing the person behind the poisoned cupcakes might have wanted to kill Bonnie with this elevator chaos. Coming on Tuesday's day's occasion, a mysterious character could be seen drawing a red X on Bonnie's snap, so someone was indeed targeting her. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Bonnie's plot will come with some surprises, so stick with us for further prognostications on all the unraveling riddle. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.